Hello, Magic Masses! And I have a review of Kingdom Come 9, which took place back on December 28th of 2024. I did not attend the event, but after watching it, it looked like it was another great show. We begin the event began with the match determined not only, I guess, unify and determine determine the undisputed junior heavyweight champion, as the freshly Trey Felipe took on the Plexus's Troy Locke. Um, Trey, in the early going of the match, hit a drop kick followed by an enziguri. Troy with a gut wrench suplex. That's a move nobody uses anymore. I forgot, somebody accidentally bumped into the referee. No, I'm sorry. We didn't get to that part yet. I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, he did. I'm sorry. It was Troy who actually bumped into the referee. Trey hit a midair cutter. He went for that. Went out to the ramp. He was going to do that running blockbuster back into the ring, but he sees Chris Cage of Hispanos Unidos, and he also sees Johnny Santos. Felipe super kicks Santos. Then he goes to the ring, and he eventually hits that blockbuster move. Then he was up on the second rope, but Azriel grabbed his foot, and Trey eventually got caught by Troy, hit a few German suplexes, and I don't know if that's how it ended, but Troy Locke defeats Trey Felipe at 7 minutes, 57 seconds. Wait, is it 7:57? Or is it 7:37? I can't read my own handwriting here. My goodness. Troy Locke defeats Trey Felipe to become the undisputed junior heavyweight champion, and he was presented with a brand new championship belt. And after the match, Azriel, Cage, and Santos do a number on Trey Felipe, and he was pretty much officially out of the group, even though he's been standing alone in recent memory. Next was the Keys to the Kingdom match, where, of course, the winner gets a guaranteed shot at the heavyweight championship. As we saw, Tiberius Asante versus American Gangster Isaiah Wolf versus Timid Tamir Gibbs versus the good guy Azriel. Smiley was supposed to be in this match, but Tamir Gibbs wound up replacing him. I wonder why Smiley didn't make the show. Wolf hit Tamir with a muscle buster into a Falcon Arrow. Tiberius. Oh my god, my eyes. Hold that thought, folks. Okay, this helps a little better. Tiberius hits Wolf with the pounce that Monty Brown made famous. Wolf hit a GTS type move on Tamir, and after he hit that move, Azrael throws Wolf out of the ring and pins Tamir to win the match. Azrael defeats Timid Tamir Gibbs, Isaiah Wolf, and Tiberius Asante at 7 minutes, 8 seconds to officially gain the key to the kingdom. Next matchup was to determine who would enter first and last for the Chad Adams Memorial Rumble, which is happening on the January 18th. As we saw Alex Rivera take on Mateo Marcelos? Marcelos, I believe. I keep getting the man's name wrong. He was coming to the ring by Tiberius Asante, Alexander Bateman, and the Bruja or La Bruja. Rivera was slumped on the ropes, and Bruja looked like hit a chop to Rivera, did something to Rivera, and then Mateo hit a famouser or a rocker dropper. Mateo pins Rivera at 6 minutes 13 seconds, and by virtue of this match, Mateo will be entering number 20. He'll enter the Rumble last. Well, Alex Rivera is going to enter at number 1. He'll be entering first. Now, throughout the years and when WWE had the Royal Rumble, I didn't like when they had matches to determine who would enter. I didn't like when they used to spoil wrestlers' entrance. Who's going to enter first, who's going to enter 30th, or even having a match to determine who's going to enter last. But, at least we already got that sorted out. Okay, up next was a gauntlet match to unify both the World and Junior Tag Team Championships. As we saw, the gauntlet match opened up with Dave McCall and Nate Carter, the Rep, doing battle with V. Daniel and Eden, collectively known as Project Mayhem. I didn't really keep track of a lot of the moves done in this whole gauntlet match. But I understand Project Mayhem defeated the Rep by countout. Then out came the next team, SAD, Stressed and Depressed. I don't know how many if they added new members. I don't know which 2 members they fought. But Project Mayhem defeated Stressed and Depressed. And then the final team was Wrecking Ball Legursky and Kerr, Meat Locker. And Meat Locker, let's just say Project Mayhem were pretty much out of gas after all they went through with the Rep and then SAD. And Meat Locker officially wins the gauntlet match at 22 minutes, 26 seconds to become unified tag team champions. And they were presented with brand new championship belts. Up next was a grudge match that was kind of stemming for some time, as we saw Bruno El Oso Blanco, or is it El Oso Blanco Bruno? He did battle with his former tag team partner, the mayor of Scumbag City, John Tella. They brawl out on the floor. Bruno hits a pump handle power slam. Eventually, Bruno went for old school, which is the Undertaker's thing, walking across the rope. But as Bruno jumped, Tella caught him with a stunner. John Tella pins Bruno at 6 minutes, 49 seconds. Up next was the Keys to the Queendom match, where the winner will get a shot at the women's title. We see Vicious Vicky versus Journey Burke Esquire versus Kaya McKenna versus Tiffany Avatar. Kaya gave Burke the Dino Bravo move. All 4 ladies hit each other with a boot to the face. Big boot times 4, basically. Eventually, Journey Burke got the victory, pinning Vicious Vicky with her foot on the rope, defeating Vicky, Kaya McKenna, and Tiffany Avatar at 6 minutes 29 seconds to win the Keys to the Queendom. And after the match, Vicky was very broken down, and she asked for the microphone. She took some of her attire off, and I don't know if she was seemingly announcing her retirement, or she's no longer going to be seeing Pro Wrestling Magic, or what her deal is. But Journey Burke came out and said to Vicky, thank you for stepping down, and and eventually Vicky left the ring. Up next was the Fast Pass, I forgot what they called it and which championship it was for, but we saw Vinny Pacifico against Indestructible Steve Off, accompanied the ring by the Off family. The 2 of them, Vinny and Steve brawl into the crowd. Vinny hits Off Steve with the that DDT Randy Orton's known for. Also hit a stunner. Also a running cutter. Steve with a... Steve hit a tripping clothesline. The end came when Vinny put the crossface on Steve and made him submit at 8 minutes 15 seconds. After the bout, Steve gets the microphone, and I forgot if he said anything, but he bopped Vinny in the head with the microphone, 2 two members of the Off family are like trying to stop him, and the other two members of the Off family, the Off family come in the ring, and I think two members of the Off family, I don't know. Can't remember everything, folks. Ugh, my eyes hurt. But Steve Off, I don't know. And I forgot to mention, during this match, I forgot the name of the group that Mateo Marcellus, Alexander Bateman, Tiberius Asante, and Bruja, the four of them were standing by the curtain, and Shane Fair didn't want to be around them, because after he introduced Steve and Vinny for their matchup, he didn't stand on the side of the stage like he normally would when the matches are going on. So we'll see where this whole thing is going with the Off family. Okay, next up was the Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan taking on the finisher Steve Pena for the Dark Arts Championship. Pena hit, I think it was a Saito suplex or a backdrop driver. Then he hits a Michinoku driver. I love that move. From there, I think there was a distraction by, I don't know if it was Azrael, Chris Cage, or Johnny Santos. But Donovan, he took the championship belt. He hits Pena with it and pins him at 3 minutes 19 seconds to retain the championship. But then all of a sudden, out comes the founding father of Pro Wrestling Magic, Anthony Iovino, and Shane Fair, the ring announcer / general manager, says, Anthony Iovino is our guest tonight. He's my oracle. I mean, I know I'm the general manager, but, in honor of him, we're going to restart the match. And Donovan's furious at Shane, and Shane says, and Donovan said, hey, I already won. And Shane says, you can win it. Well, you have your chance to win again. So they go back. They go back. Pena hits a brain buster and a leviato on Donovan. One point, Donovan came back with the Southside knockout, but Pena kicked out of that one. Eventually, Pena puts, I forgot to mention, at the time of restarting the match was going to be restarted. Trey Felipe came out, and I think was it Donovan or somebody else he nailed with that running blockbuster after running down the ramp. Pena used that sleeper hold on Donovan, and Pena defeats Donovan to win back the Dark Arts Championship at 3 minutes 38 seconds. And the funny thing is, after Pena got the win, his music was playing. Shane Fair, I don't know if he was rapping to the song or if he was putting it in like a custom improv like freestyle rap of his own while the music's going. Eventually, let's see. Yeah, Azrael Santos and Cage, they hit the ring. Cage and Santos attack Donovan, and Azrael stops them. And then all three of them were attacking Donovan. Pena came back to the ring and saved Donovan. So, I don't know if Hispanos Unidos is no more, or what they're going to do, or what the situation is with that group. They've been a faction since like 2021, I think. I mean, I never knew if Donovan or Azrael was the leader, because those two gentlemen were like the most experienced out of everybody in the group compared to Pena, Santos, Trey Felipe, Chris Cage, and Sebastian Cage. I don't know what happened to him. Why he stopped wrestling there. Okay. Up next was Rebecca J. Scott challenging Kelsey Regan for the Women's Championship. This was a return bout from Doomsday back in October when Regan had won the belt from Rebecca in I think it was a street fight, I believe it was. Initially, this was supposed to be a 30-minute Iron Woman match, but for some reason they got changed to 2 out of 3 falls. And the first fall, Regan has a German suplex. Uh, Rebecca eventually hits a second or top rope. Well, I don't know what, like, neck breaker. I remember when April Hunter used this move, she called it the head hunter. Regan got disqualified in the first fall for using a chair at 6 minutes 8 seconds. Then the second fall, Regan got won by. I'm sorry, yeah. Regan got disqualified the first fall. Second fall, Regan pinned Rebecca at 1 minute 5 seconds. And then the third fall, Rebecca pinned Regan with the neutralizer that Cesaro was known for in WWE. If you don't know, that's like, think of the Styles Clash meeting Jerry Lynn's Cradle Pile Driver. Rebecca used that move, and she pinned Regan at 1 minute 11 seconds in the third fall to win back the women's championship. And she was presented with a new championship belt after the match. I don't know if it's safe to say for those two ladies, I guess they were being rushed because sorry folks, my eyes, because that was supposed to be a 30-minute Iron Woman match. It turns out they started changing to a 2 out of 3 falls match. And I guess the ladies was rushed, or they were being rushed. Then it was time for the main event, as we saw Sean Donovan challenge the Revolver Alex Ryman for the heavyweight championship match and a last man standing match. Sean Donovan, he Pearl Harbors Ryman from behind before even Shane Fair got through with the ring introductions. They brawl out on the floor. Ryman hit a low blow. They're out on the floor, and Donovan just Ryman throws Donovan into a chair that was sitting in the corner, and that's what caused Donovan to bleed. Donovan hit a low blow. Ryman did a cactus clothesline to the floor. Ryman got his hands on a kendo stick and decided to play ball with Donovan. Then he hits the White Russian leg sweep with the cane that Sandman was known for. Ryman does. Donovan eventually retaliates with the Amityville Horror move Chris Chetti used. Eventually, Brandon Downey and Lugosi come out. I forgot what Donovan was going to do, but he ended up hitting Downey instead of aiming for Ryman. I forgot if he did something to Lugosi or not. Donovan eventually superplexed Ryman on some chairs set up in the ring. Ryman hit a Death Valley driver on the chairs, pulled out a bag of thumbtacks from under the ring, poured them onto the mat. Ryman gave a Death Valley driver to Donovan on the tacks. Donovan didn't get up in the 10 count. Alex Ryman defeats Sean Donovan at 28 minutes, 35 seconds in a last man standing match to retain the heavyweight championship. And Serenity, the lady who accompanies Alex to the ring, she came out and presented Alex with a brand new championship belt, and all four of them, they stood. And all four of them stood with their hands up in the air, posing to end quite a night of pro wrestling magic. Now, I will say, although I was not there, and even though I watched Kingdom Come 8 live as it was streamed on IWTV, I mean, Kingdom Come 9 was great, but it didn't top Kingdom Come 8 in my opinion. Now, seeing where everything has been going as of late, okay, the I don't know if Hispanos Unidos is no more, or I mean the new group Mateo has put together. I forgot what they're known as. I guess they're the new heel group now. Smiley was not at this event. But considering we've had new Rebecca J. Scott regain the women's title, Steve Pena regain the Dark Arts Championship. Meat Locker are the undisputed tag champions. Now they've, I guess, killed off the junior heavyweight junior tag team titles, which initially were the Tri-Wizards title. And we have an undisputed junior heavyweight champion. But my understanding, Pro Wrestling Magic kicks off 2025, and the theme of that year is comedy movie classics. On Saturday night, January 18th, it's titled Coming to America, and that night will be the 2025 Chad Adams Memorial Rumble. As mentioned earlier, Alex Rivera is going to enter at number 1. Mateo Marcelos, he's entering at number 20. He'll enter last. The other participants so far, we have the Plexus Troy Lock and the Ferocious Beast V. Daniel. Other matches on this show, we'll see the heavyweight champion, the Revolver, Alex Ryman, defend his belt against Crowbar. The finisher, Steve Pena, defend the Dark Arts title against Bruno El Oso Blanco. The Plexus Troy Lock defend the junior heavyweight championship against V. Daniel. And Rebecca J. Scott defend the women's title against the debuting Cosmic. And also part of the Monday Morning Magic taping, Journey Burke, Esquire against Tiffany Avatar. There'll be more matches yet to be announced. But what I do know also, the winner of the 20-person Chad Adams Memorial Rumble, so I guess there'll be at least one woman in there, is going to get a shot at any PWM championship of their choice at the 10-year anniversary show, Revenge of the Nerds, entitled 10 Years of Magic. That's on Saturday night, March 15th. But on Saturday, February 15th, Pro Wrestling Magic presents A Night at the Roxbury, which was based on that sketch Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan did on Saturday Night Live. And I don't know if it's been decided upon, but Kingdom Come 10, which is taking place December 20th, 2005. I'm wondering what that particular comedy movie classic will be entitled for that show. Because Kingdom Come 9 was entitled Threat Level Midnight, because the theme of 2024 was episodes of The Office. Oh, actually, I have one in mind. I'd be shocked if it was if Kingdom Come 10 was entitled March of the Wooden Soldiers. That's a comedy classic. That movie's nearly 100 years old already, I think, since it was released. But yeah, as I said, Pro Wrestling Magic looks like they're really ready for 2025 after Kingdom Come 9 turned out to be as good as it was. Let me see. I mean, I don't know what the other matches are going to have, but hope everybody enjoyed this, and yeah, I wonder who Meat Locker will defend their tag belts against. Who will let's see, wherever so many other things go from here. Just certainly can't wait to come back to Pro Wrestling Magic, folks.